If you want attention, I don't know, for whatever reason, give yourself the attention. Taking accountability is giving yourself attention, is showing yourself love. Because whether it's something good, something bad, you're still taking accountability for it. And I'm not saying blame yourself. Sounds a little bit harsh, like blaming yourself, but take accountability that you didn't for whatever reason. Acknowledge what you did. Do not hate yourself for it. It's showing love to yourself. You don't want to hate yourself. Even if there's something you can't figure out, you will figure it out. You're stuck on this idea. You want it to go this certain way, but sometimes it just doesn't go the way that you want it to go. And it's fine. You just got to go with the flow. You got to go with your flow. There's just some things you cannot control. And life hits you with these things, with these little hiccups, with these tests. But you just always have to remain positive and look at the bright side, knowing that it's all going to fall into place. As long as you are doing you, you have control of certain things. So control what you can control. Focus on that. Don't focus on what you cannot control. Stop investing time into that because there's no use. Focus onto the things that you can manage, that you can change for the better, for positive outcomes. Taking accountability for your actions is change. It's positive change. And it's growth. Because once you start taking accountability, you will realize what you are investing your time into. You will see what you're getting done, what you are not. It helps you with self-discipline, time management, and you see that you are in control, that you are the creator. You will actually start doing stuff and getting stuff done. You will take it serious. You'll get serious with it. When you don't get things done and you don't get into doing something you really want to do, you feel shitty after. You feel bad because you didn't do it. And when you take accountability, you'll realize like, oh shit, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel bad about myself. I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what brings me happiness. And I want to try out new things. So you will. It's literally all on you. Stop looking for excuses. Blaming others is just an excuse. It's also an excuse for you not getting things done because you might fear of trying out something new. You might fear taking a risk. So you keep saying no to you. And you keep looking for these excuses for the going out, hanging out with friends, the drinking, just doing whatever it is in order to not spend time with you and to just think about what it is you want to do, to think about your life, to think about you, to think about your future, to think about what you're doing because you don't want to face your reality. You might not like your reality and you're just escaping. That's also a way to escape, escaping yourself. You don't want to escape yourself. You want to start loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are and what you have. Be grateful for everything that you have and you can still work towards more. Start taking accountability and start doing what it is you need to do in order for you to grow, in order for you to level up, in order for you to get where you truly want to get, and in order for you to attract whatever it is that you want to attract. Because it is scary. Taking a risk is scary. Trying out new things is scary. But that's fine, dude. That it makes it's kind of fun. Don't think about it as scary. Think about it as a new opportunity, as a new lesson, as new knowledge. Because even if it doesn't come out the way you want it to come out, you will still learn from it. It's all about the process. Everything that you go through, that you experience, the end goal is great. Yes, of course it is. Very rewarding too. You feel like, damn, like this was all worth it. But sometimes things do not work out how you plan. And that's fine. Don't get all devastated about it. Don't get all negative and feel all bummed out. It's totally fine. It's better to take that risk and do whatever it is that you want to do. Try out new things, go through that experience instead of then looking back at it if you didn't do it, didn't take the risk and be like, fuck. Like, you don't want to be with that what if. Just fucking go for it, if just do it. Don't be afraid. You will find your way throughout the way, and you just got to love yourself through it all. Another thing too is just the fear probably of being alone when you're focused on you and working on you, working on your goals. It's okay. You're never really alone. I believe you're never alone because you have yourself, you have your soul, you have your guardians. If you believe in God, you have God. You're never alone. You might be physically alone with you, but you're never spiritually alone. You have your inner child, so you're never alone. And don't fear of being alone. You learn so much when you're alone about yourself. And you just gain this different perspective on life, gain all this wisdom, and it's amazing to reflect and just learn from whatever it is that you've done and see your growth, because growth, you can't define growth on external looks, on anything external. Growth is internally. It's that growth mindset, the way you think, the way you act, the who you are. Are you truly yourself? Are you not? Are you still faking to be somebody that you're not? Are you hurting? Are you happy because you're expressing the real you and just doing you? Don't there's no reason to fear anything. It's really yourself that be holding you back. That your mindset, your beliefs, that fear. So let go of that fear. There's no reason to fear. Go in with anything, whatever project you're doing, whatever it is, step in with that positive mindset, with that positivity. And go from there, going with that self-love as well, okay? Do not forget to love yourself through everything and anything. You are really responsible for you. There was a couple times I babysitted. I don't know if you guys have ever, but when you are responsible for a child or anything that you're taking care of, you're responsible for yourself too. And you have to learn how to take responsibility for any of your actions. So you want to make sure you're also taking care of yourself. You're responsible for yourself, how you treat yourself, how you're talking to yourself, what you are feeding yourself, what you allow yourself to watch, what you allow yourself to listen to, what you allow yourself to intake. What energies are you getting close to? And it's just, for me, accountability. When you take responsibility, I see it as a very positive thing. I admire it because it's this true honesty that comes from within. I'm just like I admire you. And it's just so freeing. Like taking responsibility instead of blaming somebody else. Because when you're blaming somebody else, you're actually giving them control. That doesn't make you seem less bad. No, that makes you seem even worse. Because you're telling me, oh, so you're giving them control over you. They told you to do it, so you did it. You're blaming them for telling, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. You're telling me that you're not in control of you. And that's sad. And that just shows me how weak you are. You're not strong enough to take responsibility for your own actions. You're not strong enough to be honest. You're not brave enough. You're not showing any bravery. You're showing fear. Because being honest is being brave, is being vulnerable. You want to be brave. That's being brave. That's not being weak. That's not being pussy. That's not being, all these things that people might call you. Fuck no, that's being brave. That's being honest. And that's something admirable. That's something that people will admire. So start being brave. Start taking accountability.